Controlling your anger before it controls you. You know that feeling, that slow burn inside you, the pressure building in your chest, the way your hands tighten in a fist before you even realize it. And then, boom, you explode. And in an instant, the damage is done. Sound familiar? It happens to all of us. A small trigger, an offhand comment, a minor inconvenience, and suddenly, we're standing in the wreckage of words we can't take back. The sting of regret follows, but the damage? That lingers. But what if you could stop it? What if, instead of being controlled by your anger, you could control it? Most people think anger is the problem, but anger is just a reaction, an instinct. The real problem? We don't know how to handle it before it controls us. The good news? You can learn to take control. Here are the ways you can recognize and manage anger before it takes over. 1. Recognize the warning signs. Anger doesn't just explode out of nowhere. It builds up like water rising behind a dam. The problem is, most people don't notice it until it's too late. So how can you catch it early? Pay attention to the signals. Do your shoulders feel tense? Is your breathing getting shallow and fast? Are your fists clenching? Are your thoughts looping on what upset you? These are all signs that anger is activating inside you. The sooner you recognize them, the sooner you can stop it before it spirals out of control. Here's a simple habit. Every time you start feeling frustrated, pause and do a quick body scan. Where do you feel the tension? Acknowledge it. That awareness alone gives you power over it. 2. Create space between stimulus and reaction. Anger makes you react fast, too fast. That's why we often say things we don't mean, slam doors, or make choices we later regret. But here's a secret. There is always a gap between what happens and how you respond. It may be small, a fraction of a second, but it's there. And if you can stretch that gap, even just a little, you give yourself a choice. The next time anger rushes in, try this. Take one deep breath. In through your nose, hold for a second, and out through your mouth. If possible, remove yourself from the situation, step outside, go to another room, or even just turn away. Count to 5 before speaking. This helps break the cycle of instant reaction. When you delay your response, even briefly, you take back control of your emotions instead of letting them control you. 3. Question your thoughts. When we're angry, our minds jump to conclusions. They did that on purpose. They don't respect me. Everything always goes wrong for me. But how often are these thoughts really true? Anger tricks us into seeing the world through a distorted lens. But when you question your thoughts, you can break free from its grip. Ask yourself, is this as bad as I think it is? Will this matter a day from now? A week? A year? Am I assuming the worst? Or do I know the full story? Most of the time, when you step back and analyze the situation, you realize that your anger is based on assumption, not reality. 4. Use movement to release the energy. Anger isn't just mental, it's physical. Your heart beats faster, your muscles tighten, your body is ready for a fight. If you don't release that energy, it builds up, like shaking a soda can until it bursts. Instead of letting anger explode, channel it into movement. Go for a walk or run. Just 5 minutes of fresh air can change your entire perspective. Stretch your body. Physical relaxation helps emotional relaxation. Engage in a simple task. Wash dishes, organize something, or do push-ups. Redirecting energy helps calm the storm. When you move your body, you tell your brain, it's okay. I'm in control. 5. Find a healthy way to express it. Bottling up anger isn't the answer, but neither is exploding. The key is to express it in a way that doesn't cause harm. Here are a few ways. Write it down. Journaling helps you get emotions out of your head and onto paper, where they feel more manageable. Talk it out, but later. Instead of reacting in the heat of the moment, wait until you're calm, then express how you feel. Turn anger into action. If something upsets you, channel that energy into a productive solution instead of a reaction. Remember, the goal isn't to suppress your anger, but to express it in a way that builds, rather than destroys. 6. Remember, you are not your anger. When you're angry, it feels like that's all you are, like it's consuming you. But here's the truth. Anger is just an emotion. It comes and goes. It doesn't define you. Think back to a time you were furious. It felt overwhelming, right? Like it would never pass. But it did. You got through it. And you'll get through this one too. The next time anger rises, remind yourself, this is just a feeling, not a permanent state. I have the power to pause and choose my response. I am in control, not my anger. The more you repeat these truths, the stronger your control becomes. Final thought, take back your power. Anger is not your enemy. It's just an emotion, one that needs to be understood, not feared. By recognizing the warning signs, by creating space before reacting, by questioning your thoughts, by using movement to release tension, by expressing anger in a healthy way, and by remembering that you are bigger than your emotions, you take back control. Because anger doesn't have to own you. You own it.